You are now tuned in to the real news behind the news, bringing truth to light and exposing the deception behind the mainstream media while matching headlines with the prophecy of the scriptures.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This your boy Roy Thomas Jr. and this is the real news behind the news. Hey, good afternoon everybody, how y'all doing? Shuck it now. Y'all know who this is. This your boy Rob Thomas Jr. and this is the real news behind the news. Oh yeah, man, today is a beautiful Friday here in Columbus, Ohio, May 5th, 2023. And my Hispanic friend and follower, subscriber, whatever, happy Cinco de Mayo. There's a lot of black people helping y'all celebrate today. Come out and help us celebrate Juneteenth. But anyway, we got some breaking news, nigga. Yeah, we got some serious breaking news for Freeport, Louisiana. My hometown, my hood, my city, ratchet city, y'all. And it's so ratchet in Freeport, oh my God, even the police participating in the ratchetness. Now, if you look in the link in the description section below, you're going to see a link to KSLA Channel 12 News, where a Freeport police officer was arrested for allegedly, basically, kidnapping somebody last night. I guess from what they're saying in the original report from KSLA is that the officer went to this chick house. Him and her got into an argument, and he handcuffed the bitch and left her there. Excuse my language, I ain't mean to call her. Y'all forgive me, man. I apologize. But he handcuffed the lady. You know what I'm saying? And left. So he's been charged with false imprisonment. But let me ask y'all a question. Now, this officer who's been arrested, and I think he since then has bonded out. But this officer, how did this officer get to be on paid administrative leave? That's something, man, as citizens all across the country, we got to try to do something about. Because even if they are alleged to have committed a crime, think about it. If you go to work on your job and you commit something on your job, you steal something from your job or something happened on your job, they going to fire you. They ain't going to really do no investigation. But in the police case, they have to go through the procedures of doing an investigation. But they going to fire you and I on a job. So basically, you're giving these police officers paid vacation, which does nothing to discourage criminal activity or behavior. Most times in these criminal cases with these police officers, they gonna beat the charge anyway. So they don't give a damn. They're more likely to commit a crime as a police officer while they're in uniform or out of uniform. And then once they commit the crime, they might get arrested, they might not. But if they get arrested, y'all, they're not getting fired right off. They're being placed on paid administrative leave, meaning now that they can sit home for however long that charge, that court proceeding relating to that charge take place. So we might be paying for them to sit at home for a year after they committed some type of criminal activity. And it's just crazy. But most importantly, y'all, do you all really now see the systemic problem in the Freeport Police Department? Do y'all realize in the last 3 years, you had almost 18 officers to get fired? Some of them at one point, you had 8 of them to get fired for selling drugs. Freeport police officers. This was, I think, year before last. You had 8 of them to get fired for selling drugs. You had 2 or 3 of them to get fired for the unfortunate incident that happened at my house on Mother's Day a couple of years ago. You had 7 or 8 of them just last year who got acquitted on civil rights charges. Then you've seen 2 men getting murdered by the police here just in the last 2 months, in Freeport in the last 2 months. You've seen pictures of this one boy who it looked like that. Y'all see that picture going around on social media of that boy that they beat up. They said they beat him up because he didn't have a headlight on his motherfucking bicycle. They beat that boy up so bad. If y'all looked at him, it looked like they drugged that boy. They drugged him. So again, what point do we gotta start holding these police accountable? Because again, this man last night, this police officer is alleged to have went to this lady's house, handcuffed her, and left her there. So they got him for false imprisonment, but they say that was some kind of altercation. But again, guess what? He's sitting at home right now on a paid vacation after allegedly committing a felony. How many of y'all can go to work again and somebody say you stole some towels or some sheets or something from your job? How many of y'all gonna get a paid vacation until they figure out if you stole it or not? No, you're gonna get fired. Now, again, there's policy and procedures and processes that the police have to go to, but we have to start demanding that when these police are accused of crimes, that they are at least placed on just regular leave, no pay, because they are sitting around at home facing felony charges and are getting paid while they're sitting there. That shit couldn't happen to any other regular citizen. And these folks are being convicted and accused of felonies. And we, the taxpayer, are paying for police to go out here and commit all these heinous crimes because they know ain't nothing going to happen most times if they have to go to trial. But they sit around for a year or two while they waiting to go to trial and get paid by us. Meaning me and you get up off our ass and go to work every day. We are paying taxes to pay for a police who's alleged to have committed a crime. Do y'all see why we got to fight and ask for serious police reform? Especially in Shreveport. But hey, y'all, let me get back up on here on this ladder. But again, breaking news, nigga. Another police officer. Again, this made about the 20th police officer in just the last 2 years in the city of Shreveport. Hell, they ain't got but 100 and something. And you had 20 something in the last 2 years to face felony charges. And again, you had, a year and a half ago, you had 8 of them to get fired for drug dealing. Police. Then we wonder where the drugs and guns coming from, how all that dope and them guns getting into our neighborhood. You had 8 police, I think it was 2021, get fired for drug dealing. They were selling anabolic steroids and other things. But then you remember you had the one police officer get fired because they caught him with weed and a gun. But yet and still, when they get caught, whatever it is, they go on paid administrative leave. Meaning you pay and I pay for them to sit at the house and wait for their trial. When that shit would never happen to you and I. But hey, y'all share this. Y'all be blessed.